Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated in memory of Masha Bas Bat Sheva. Tonight is First Friday. We're really excited to see a whole bunch of you tonight and celebrate and really get 2023 off on the right foot. This week's Torah portion, Parsha Vayechi, it closes a big chapter in Jewish history. It's the end of Jacob, of Yaakov's life. One of the more famous prayers, the Shema, plays a role in this week and last week's Torah portion. In last week's Torah portion, when Jacob saw Joseph for the first time in 22 years, he sees his son alive, who he had thought was dead. He was overcome with this feeling of gratitude to God, and he said the Shema prayer, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Why this particular prayer? The Shema prayer is not just a declaration of our belief that there's only one God. It's our declaration in the belief that the entire world is singular with God. Everything happens is run by God. Nothing happens in this world without God. Everything is God, everything we see, everything that happens. And while Jacob obviously knew this idea, seeing Yosef in the flesh, it was like a light bulb went off. That everything Yaakov had gone through, all that pain and torture of the last 22 years, was this realization that it was all for a reason. There was a greater purpose at play. Joseph was in a position to save the whole family during a time of famine. That realization made Jacob say this declaration. In this week's Torah portion, Yaakov is passing away, and his entire family gathers around him. You have the 12 tribes, and Yaakov is wondering, was he able to pass that faith, this belief, onto the next generation, or would it die with him? And the 12 tribes declare together around his bed, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, to demonstrate to Yaakov that yes, this belief will continue. This belief that everything that happens for a reason. We don't always get to see it, but there's something greater at play. There's a bigger picture which we don't always get to see. In our own lives as well, it's easy to get caught up in the details of whatever it is that we're going through, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, the challenges that we face on a regular basis. It's easy to get caught up in the details, but the Shema prayer reminds us that whatever it is that's going on around us, whether it's light, darkness, whatever it is, we should always keep the bigger perspective, that there's something bigger happening. There's a bigger picture that we're not always getting to see. And that this is just one moment in that greater picture, in that greater tapestry of life, which will, God willing, have an amazing and positive outcome. Shabbat Shalom.